Hey guys, Josh from SoccerReviewsForYou.com bringing you my review of the Nike Lunar Terra Arktos boots. Now as you can see, it comes in a red Nike sportswear box. I'll give you a quick look at the label here. You can see the official name of the boot listed. The pair I have here is a size 9.5 US. The colorway is Volt Black, Khaki, and Mortar. The retail price sticker is ripped off, but these guys retail for $190 US. And as always, if you are interested in getting a pair of these for yourself, you can find a link down below in the description. Let me just get this box out of the way really quickly. And here is a look at the Lunar Terra Arktos boots by Nike. Very, very cool. I am one of those people that always needs a pair of boots, but never have a pair, and I've just never purchased them just because for the most part, I just never like the look of boots. And considering that they all tend to be a little bit more expensive for at least a decent pair, I just never kind of splurged into buying some until these were released in this Volt and tan color that I found really, really attractive. And I just like the look of this boot. It has that kind of futuristic modern element to it with the flywire on the upper, the combination of kind of this almost carbon fiber-like synthetic material with the nice quality tan leather. And then of course it has the Lunar Lawn cushioning, which I'm always a really big fan of. So I decided to pull the trigger on a pair of boots, and I have to say I'm really, really happy with these. These are extremely cool, much cooler than I was expecting them to be, and the quality is quite surprising from Nike. I wasn't expecting this high quality of a boot, to be completely honest with you guys. Now, as far as the colorway itself goes, I believe there are only 2 colors of this boot available, maybe 3. I think there's an all black pair, there's the Volt and tan like I have here, and then there's one that has kind of this camo pattern with a black leather as well, all of which I think look very, very good, but I thought that these ones were the most different and the most appealing to me at least. Now obviously what really stands out on this boot is of course the Volt on the upper, and this is a material that Nike is calling H2O Repel. It's supposed to be waterproof, I would assume. Not sure how warm it's going to be, but there are plenty of layers here, so I'm sure it will be plenty warm. It's supposed to keep water out, I guess. So you have that going around the main base or the top half of the boot, as well as in the tongue. It's a fairly rigid, kind of more plasticky type material, but at the same time it's very, very thin. So there's not a lot of bulk to the upper of this boot, at least higher up the ankle, I should say. There's some kind of inlays of padding as well, so it's going to be very, very comfortable, and for the most part it doesn't feel too bulky when it's on your feet. You also have that flywire inlay into the material itself, which I think looks very good. You can see some of the flywire is exposed, and it is blue in color with some gray speckling. You're also going to find blue accents in the H2O Repel logo. The zipper here, which allows you to get the boot on and off a little bit more easily, and of course the liner on the inside, and there is more to the liner than it appears to have anyways. You're also going to find these kind of metal boot hooks, I guess, in black here at the top, 2 on each side. And then of course you're going to have your tan leather going across here, and the quality of this leather is just very, very nice. It wraps the entire bottom part of the boot. That's going to add nice durability, as well as I would assume to be at least a little bit better, more waterproof and more resistant to kind of colder and more harsh weather conditions, I guess you could say. There is a pull tab right there. You can see embossed is the ACG logo right there, and you're also going to find that same embossed ACG logo as well as the name of the boot right there on the tongue, also in that tan leather material, which feels very, very nice. Not sure that I mentioned, you have this Nike swoosh right here with this kind of line pattern that I think looks very, very cool on this particular boot. And then the laces are a combination of gray and Volt, which accents really, really well with everything. Did I say gray? I meant to say tan, so it matches everything else on the boot itself. Moving on to the midsole, you're going to have a top line of Lunar Lawn foam, which is black in color. I think it would have been cool to make it Volt, but they went with black, which I don't think looks bad at all. You have a white Nike swoosh on the inside, and then the main part of the outsole itself, that is like a very, very durable rubber. I'm sure they have a name for it. There it is. 004 sticky rubber is what they call it. It is a light tan color. Very, very durable, very thick, and it adds some decent weight to the boot. This is by no means light, but it's not heavy either. And for those of you wondering, this is not steel toe. It's pretty much just, you're going to just get the stiffness of the leather itself, which is pretty stiff, especially from right out of the box. So you have this fairly aggressive tread as you would expect from a pair of boots. You have your ACG logo right there in bright orange. And something that I thought was pretty cool is right here, you can see it says designed and tested in Beaverton, Oregon, USA, which I thought was pretty cool, which for those of you that don't know, Beaverton, Oregon is the global headquarters for Nike. But that's pretty much it as far as the tread itself. If we unzip here, like I said, there is a little bit of a difference on the inside, or something that I wasn't expecting. You unzip this right here. Give me a second. It's going to take two hands because it's a fairly stiff zipper. There's actually a little liner on the inside, so if you pull this out, it velcros right there on the heel, and there's like an internal boot that I'm not sure if this is just to make for a better fit or to keep your foot warmer, but there's an internal boot here that's made out of pretty much an open mesh type of material. There is some padding to it, and it's all fused together, as you guys can see right there. There's a little tab at the back here in Velcro, so there's Velcro also here on the inside of the heel, so it keeps it locked in place, and it's rubber on the bottom to grip the bottom of the sole itself, which is pretty much just a standard type of canvas-like material, as you would find with most types of shoes. You have a pull tab here on the back, which has the Nike logo, and then the inside pull tab on the front says established in 1972 on the back, and then just a regular Nike logo right there on the front. It's pretty much just a soft material on the inside to make for a very, very comfortable fit. I'm not sure if this was designed to be like put in the washing machine or something like that. And you also have a painted on Nike swoosh right there in black, which I think is kind of a nice little touch, that you have a Nike swoosh inside a shoe, inside a boot, which is, again, kind of an interesting concept by Nike. I don't doubt them in any way. They're innovators in pretty much everything that they do. And as far as boots go, these are definitely the most unique ones that I've ever laid eyes on. And very glad that I purchased a pair. But that's pretty much it as far as all the close-up details go. And move on to a quick on feet so you can get a better idea as to how these things look, and also what the sizing is like. Alright, here's a look at the boots on feet with a pair of pants. I'm not really going to show you what they look like with shorts, mainly because I'm not sure why you would wear big boots like this with shorts. Something that to me is more for cold weather type of environment, which I'm currently in, so I will be using these quite frequently. And overall, I just really like the look and feel of them. I like the look of the combination between the synthetic and natural leather materials on the upper. The Volt collar is just very unique for a boot of this style. And I like the look of the Nike swoosh and the exposed fly wire, and just the overall kind of color scheme of this particular boot in general. They're very, very comfortable. It does have a Lunarlon cushioning system, but for the most part, they're not particularly well cushioned, I would say. They're just very comfortable just because of how high they come up. They're very supportive. Your ankles are kind of locked in place, and if you tie them up really, really tight, it almost feels like a hockey skate, which I think is kind of a cool little thing. But I guess that's going to be the case with most boots. In terms of the overall sizing and fit, I went with my usual size 9.5 US, and the fit is absolutely perfect. It does have quite a roomy toe box, which again, not an unusual type of fit for a pair of boots. So if you are looking to order a pair of these for yourself, I would definitely recommend going true to size. That's pretty much it though, as far as what these guys look like on feet. And move on next to my final thoughts. Alright guys, that's it for my review of the Nike Lunar Terra Arktos boots. I have to say that I'm really, really happy that I picked these up. I ordered them online, so I really didn't get to see them in person, but trust me when I say that in person, these boots are extremely impressive, and I have to say that this is one of my personal favorite shoes that I've picked up in 2013. It really is that nice. The quality is great, the comfort is great, and most of all, what's important to me is how the thing looks, because I just am not a huge fan of boots, but these ones to me are very, very cool. Again, if you are interested in picking up a pair of these for yourself, I will have buy it now links on the review page of my website, which you can find linked down below in the description. So be sure to go ahead and check that out if you are interested in getting a pair of these for yourself. If you have any questions regarding these boots, feel free to leave a comment down below, and I definitely will get an answer out to you. And if you enjoyed today's video, be sure to support it with a like. Subscribe if you haven't already, of course. All of my social media information is also linked in the description for those of you that are interested. And other than that, guys, hope you enjoyed today's video, and as always, thanks for watching.